Nuk karako.
A tēnā koe e te mana whakawā, e Māori ora. E huri no e te whare nei, i ngā mema o te paremata, a e mihi atu kia koutou katoa. A tēnei te mihi o Ngāruahine. Koutou nā tōka whakahirihira, koutou e tūmanako ia ake nei, koutou e hāpai iwi nei. Nō reira e mihi atu kia koutou katoa. Kia koe e Calvin Davis mo te whakamoimiti o te whare. Ka hoki nā maumaharatia o nā rakatira o te taitokurau. Ka maumaharatia o Charlie Petera ko tā Graham Latimer. Anō reira e nā rakatira e haere atu rā ki te pāta whakawairua. E takoto mai, takoto i rangi Māori i rungi tō waka, hoi atu tō waka ko tuatara e haere atu rā. Nō reira, āpiti hono tātai hono, rātou ki te honga mate ki a rātou, āpiti hono tātai hono tātou ki te honga ora, ki te honga ora ki a tātou. Nō reira, e te mana whakawā. It is indeed my pleasure and honour to be able to speak on the second reading of the Ngāruahine Claim Settlement Bill, sir. In this second reading, I want to focus on the work of the Māori Affairs Select Committee in relation to this bill. Mr. Speaker, our role on the committee is to listen to submissions, seek official advice and to recommend any amendments which would improve the bill before us. So we received quite a number of submissions on this bill. Many of those, sir, were from Ngāruahine members and expressing strong support for the bill itself. I particularly noted, sir, the understanding that submitters showed in acknowledging the settlement, that it would not and could not make up for everything that was lost in the past. And we have seen this, sir, with many bills of treaty settlement bills that have come before this House. But like the many before them, Ngāruahine also had a sense of optimism, of the fact that what comes out of this settlement, sir, is the opportunity for Ngāruahine to build itself an economic base for the future, which will allow it to provide greater opportunities for its people. I want to particularly, and my colleague Adrian Rurawhia actually quoted this in his speech, and I want to acknowledge Mr. Rurawhia as well, because not a permanent member of the Māori Affairs Select Committee, but, sir, during the stages of this bill, and particularly when we went to Hawera to listen to the submissions, Mr. Rurawhia, sir, was there to assist the committee, particularly from a local perspective. But he also, I want to also mention Mr. Peter Moiahu, because Mr. Moiahu, sir, who has been very active in treaty settlements right across sort of that area, in particular in Taranaki. And he will also, sir, be the chair of Te Korowai o Ngāruahine Trust, which is the organisation tasked with administering this settlement on behalf of Ngāruahine. Sir, Mr. Moiahu has been involved, as I said, in treaty claims for quite some time. But I want to read from Mr. Moiahu's written submission, as I feel, sir, these words are a reminder of how important this work of treaty settlement negotiations is, and the profound effect that a settlement, sir, has not just on the commercial redress, but through the issuing of a formal apology from the Crown for its misdeeds. Sir, in Mr. Moiahu's words, speaking of this was when he was speaking in his appearance before the tribunal. And I quote, sir, "At that hearing, this is what he said. I presented my 7 children and my first grandchild to the tribunal and said, this is who the Crown steals from. Today, on behalf of my 7 children, my 14 grandchildren and 7 great-grandchildren, I say this, who the Crown settles with." I also said in 1990, when I look at the map of Taranaki and trace the confiscation line, it is an arrow piercing the heart of my people. Sir, this bill removes that arrow and the apology and small measure of redress contained therein will heal the wound caused by the Crown's grievous actions. In the 1990 tribunal hearing, this is what he said: if the Crown chose the right path to the settlement, peace would reign. The Ngāruahine Claims Settlement Bill is the right path. Mr. Speaker, not all submissions, though, on the bill were positive. Some individuals descending from Aro-Kuku Hapu have raised their concerns in relation to this bill. Aro-Kuku has links, sir, to both Ngāti Ruanui and Ngāruahine. They were included in the claimant definition of the Ngāruanui settlement based on their own decision to participate in the settlement itself. However, sir, some individuals disagree with the Hapu decision to throw in their lot with Ngāti Ruanui, and we heard from some who would like a discrete settlement for Aro-Kuku. As a result of these submissions, the committee sought confirmation that Aro-Kuku individuals who whakapapa to Ngāruahine will be able to benefit from the settlement, and we assured that will be. Sir, we were not satisfied that we were able to fully address the concerns of these individuals as part of the settlement bill, but it is clear that Aro-Kuku Hapu has already settled with the Crown as a part of Ngāruanui. But, sir, one thing that the committee did resolve is that we will continue to monitor the situation through the Post-Settlement Commitments Unit and to ensure individuals are treated fairly. Mr. Speaker, the other amendments we have recommended are largely administrative, matters concerning the reorganisation of the iwi's governance after the settlement. The mandated group, Ngā Hapu o Ngāruahine Iwi Incorporated, will hand over its responsibilities, assets and liabilities to the post-settlement entity, Te Korowai or Ngāruahine Trust. Our recommended amendments ensure that this happens smoothly. And we did, sir, spend a lot of time actually looking at that transition from one entity to the post-settlement entity. Sir, I want to acknowledge those of Ngāruahine who are here today, and those also that can't be here but are actually watching on broadcasting live from this house. Also to acknowledge, as Mr. Ruawhia did also, those who have passed on and did not see actually almost the final continuation to this point, rather, to the second reading, through committee stage and to the final third reading. Sir, I look forward to discussing this bill further in the committee stage and the third reading. And again, it reflects the pragmatic and principled way, sir, that I believe that my committee operates as the Māori Affairs Select Committee. On that note, sir, I would like to commend this bill to the House. Kia ora.